Welcome in. Let me see. Let me see what's happening here. How's the audio? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just clicking buttons. And yes, multi-streaming is the plan. I am on the radio. Let me get some lighting. Lighting seems to be a bit. It's still dark here. 8 a.m. in the morning. But welcome in. Oh, that's too bright. That's not bad. Change it. There we go. Yes, welcome in. I am comfy. Actually, it's 8 a.m. in the morning. And I am on EV Mux, which is brand new to me. Oh. Gee willikers. Ouch, that cut me. Sorry about that. Yes, apologies for that. How's the audio? Let me get down to the... How's the audio right now? Sounds good in my ears, but hey, what do I know? G'day, Demoose. Okay, let's Bud Files, Demoose. I like this man. Prime Minister, I'll be happy with Prime Minister, but hey, there's a flag there. I don't think I'm a born American, so I don't think I could be president unless my name's Elon Musk. But we won't go down that road. Hey, brother. All right, let me just check out a few things here. I'm multi-streaming today on two channels, on Radio Jonesy on Tour and Radio Jonesy. I got two people watching on Radio Jonesy. Well, turn the sound off there. I do sound good, so that's a good point. On the chat there, I have Shawnee Grows, who's double dipping. I've got Johnny Small Pepper and Bud Files. G'day, people. And on the channel, which I really am chasing watch hours, is on Radio Jonesy. It gets a bit confusing. That's why I've done this live, to try to show a few of the regulars that usually don't connect to this channel. Is Demoose. Good on you, Demoose. There you go. That's the comment. Belt Loop. Good on you, Gary. Appreciate you. And Shawnee, thank you very much. So there we go. That is the Radio Jonesy network of Radio Jonesies. Later on, we'll talk about the network, how it's growing and how it is getting bigger and bigger. Let me go back to this scene. Yeah, I'm still getting used to all the the network of channels and the wonderful Shawnee Grows and it's just a play on. Live at 5. Yep, thanks, Shawnee. Share it out. All right. So it's good how the both channels comments come in. Now it'd be good to know like what channels they're coming from. But on my second screen, just on the side here, I've got well, actually, I've got me on this channel on Radio Jonesy. Let me go to the Bud Files. He's saying hi to Johnny. So where did that comment come in? Let's go up. Devil Dog's come in on the wrong channel. Change channels, Devil Dog, unless you want a multi-stream like a cool cat. But I'm following your advice, and I'm multi-streaming today on the Radio Jonesy Network. Welcome back, people. That's the life of Radio Jonesy. Oh, man. I wonder why my second camera hasn't connected. This is one trick. This is one trick. Yeah. So here we go. On here, I should say. Oh, I don't know. I need a secretary to. Let me check this. Oh, look at that. There we go. It looks a bit. Yeah, it's not bad, I suppose. Anyway, welcome back, people. I am getting a little bit confused about why my other camera's not in tow. Maybe go back over to here. I'm just sorry about I'm just. Let me get this right, and then we'll kick this off properly. That's it. Yes, secretary. Make sure you are on live, folks, in the chat. Okay, let me go. Let me go back to 6 people watching on Radio Jonesy, which is fabulous. All right. Now, while we're here, okay, why am I doing things wrong? I'll just go back to there. Yeah, I'm trying to get the second camera up and running, but I said it connected back downstairs where I put it. I moved it to a different room, but there's no point talking about it when it doesn't work. So I'll have to go downstairs and try to sort that mess out. But yeah, multi-streaming on the Radio Jonesy Network. Welcome in. And in today's live, I'm chasing Shawnee because she's way ahead in the watch hour race. But I've basically given up on catching her before 3,000. But hey, Shawnee, watch out before 4,000, I will be in front. That's the plan. And that is on the Radio Jonesy channel. And if you're getting confused, like a lot of people do, on Radio Jonesy on Tour is the channel when I drive around. And practice makes perfect. Yes, Devil Dog. Okay, Devil Dog's made that comment. Practice makes perfect. It is on Radio Jonesy, but it's not on the feed here. I've only got his back. So that's the comment on EV Mux. I mean, oh, you can do that. I see. Yeah, it hasn't come up. Henry Leslie of Vermont, welcome in. And today we're multi-streaming on 2 of my channels. And so thanks for coming in. Actually, there's one more thing I've got to do here while I'm here, while I think about it. And did everybody see the news about the mushroom killer in Australia? That she got found guilty. Took them 5 days to deliberate. So there was a bit of confusion there. So, yeah, she got found guilty, and sentencing is in a month or so, I think, before they decide. They've got to give her 3 weeks to appeal. And I'm sure she will, because she's been found guilty of 3 murder counts and an attempted murder. So, yeah, and she served them a beef Wellington, and it was laced with death cap mushrooms. Let's go back to all. Okay, now why isn't my feed on EV Mux refreshing? Because it stopped there on his back. And I know there's been a lot of comments since. EV Mux. Just be stupid and try this. Now, let me have a look at that. Yeah, none of the comments on EV Mux are coming up, but that did come up on Radio Jonesy. The race is on. The race is on the 4K. Why isn't the comments in here? Let me try something new. Click that. I'll go to layers. No. I'll go to... So it says playing. Good. Oh, yes, where you can do the work in the background. All right. Okay. It's overlay. Yep. Happy with that. So then we go back to there. We go back to there. Ooh. There's something groovy, people. All right, now we can... I was playing with that, actually. Add new scene. Add a new scene. This, I'm working behind the scenes here, but yeah, the mushroom killer. Let me get back into the conversation. Yeah, well, now I'll hit back to the comments. Let's see if it's refreshed. No, it stopped at that one comment of Devil Dogs from 8 minutes ago. And if I refresh it, it will refresh the whole screen. So, Norma Jean, welcome in, and thank you. Listening to you on my phone and the computer while doing a few things in the house. I really do appreciate you, Norma Jean. And High Country Homestead, welcome in as well. It's good to see you, High Country. And I've got 6 wonderful people in the Radio Jonesy network and in the channel, and over in, yeah, that's good. I've only got 2 watching over in Lucy Warren's World, Henry Leslie Vermont. Yep, thank you for being here. And that's on the, I'm running on 2 channels. The Radio Jonesy channel, which I should come over here. Come over to here. Go to here. I'm going to switch this account to this account. Oh, by the way, you know how I've been counting my numbers every day? Well, every day I count the numbers, and I've got a new game that I play with myself, and it's called, that didn't sound good, did it? But it's called the 48 hours. So every 48 hours you get an update on your analytics. So if you're a YouTube, if you're a channel, if you're running videos on your channel, go to your analytics and look at, scroll down, and you'll see the last 48 hours and how many views that you had on that channel. So if you've got multiple channels, you can compete against each other, which is what I've been doing. And like Radio Jonesy on Tour, I put a video out the other day of the futuristic toilet up in Smithton. So that video's got me up to 316 views in the last 48 hours. Radio Jonesy, well, I released a video last night, so I haven't counted the update, but as of yesterday, it was 163. So if I check the update soon, you'll see the new count, and it's like, you can see your average counts. Like, let's play with Radio Jonesy. So I started my 48-hour view count over a week ago, or nearly, what date is it? It's the 13th. Wow. So over nearly 2 weeks ago, my average views were 318. Went up to 331 the next day I checked. Then it dipped to 175. So that tells you, as watching your analytics, it tells you people obviously aren't watching your videos. So the trick is to, and I am talking long form videos, not shorts, because shorts is a whole new ball game. So if you don't do shorts, this is very educational for your channel. So you've really got to do this without shorts. So I should have clarified that, because shorts can throw this out by thousands. But yeah, on your long form videos. So then it dipped to 175. I put a video out. It went up to 268, the average views over 48 hours. So that tells you the new views coming in and people going and watching another if you didn't get 268 views on that video, it shows you that they've gone back and watched other content. And then it dips again, and it got down to 144. And I did a live. I went up to 233. Then I put a video out, and it went up to 316. So it shows you that your content can grow, and can grow considerably. It's too early in the morning. if you put out good content. Now, here's a question for Devil Dog. If you're still here, or anyone who uses EV Mux, what happens when your comments do not feed in? How do you fix that problem? Because that is the last comment from 13 minutes ago. So if I switch back to the feed on Radio Jonesy on tour, I am on both channels. Thank you, Devil Dog. Well, why? Oh, last 48 hours. Good old Mike over there. Good on you, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. On a Wichita Mountain Living has got. I've got plenty of background noise there, Devil Dog. If you can hear me. Oh, that was. Is that Jamie in the kitchen doing the dishes? That's what it sounded like. I can hear the chair rolling. When people are downstairs in EV Marks, there's the door shut. Yes, I can hear that lovely door sounding. And when people come in downstairs, yeah, the audio comes straight to you, so you can't hear it out there. But people here can hear it. He is in my ear. He just said, "I'm in your ear." So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Over on the chat, there's a little grey bar. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's down on the last comment, which is you. It's from 15 minutes ago on EV Mux. That's well, why isn't it mine? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm moving it now, and it stops it. It stops at. Let me bring you into the chat. I'm talking to Devil Dog down there. Hey, well, I'm gonna refresh. If I refresh it, it might drop out. That's what I'm saying. So if I refresh the channel, this might drop. But what do you think? So if I bring you up, at least you will hold it until I come back. So this is. It could. All right, here we go. I'm just going to add my downstairs voice in my head to the screen.
But I like being downstairs.
All right. Yeah, I'm testing EV Mux, and I used it last week, and it worked well. I'm just having a little problem here. It could be my system, but I'm going to refresh the screen, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, he's refreshing the screen. Somebody type something in chat. Let me see if it pops up on my end. Ouachita Mountain Living was the last one that I see anything on. Somebody say something. I don't like being up here by myself. Yep, there it is. Peaceful Des. Hey Des, how you doing? And Demoose. Yeah, it's working because Peaceful Des and Demoose says I Eddie and Ura Eddie, and there Shawnee says type, and Des says I was sleeping, and Shawnee Gross says something.
Yeah. No, it's back there again. No, it's back to 7 seconds. So that fixed the problem, but when you do that, you drop out. But
yeah, but it says offline. And
what now?
Well, no, when you left, it said it had your box there, and it just said offline.
Yeah. All right. Would you like to take the stage while I try to work out what the bottom camera downstairs is not working?
Not really.
So, thanks.
Okay, guys, I know nothing about the mushroom killer in Australia. I know that was the topic or whatever. Gracie, shut up. You're not taking the stage. No. Charlie is not here. He's in Australia. You want me to fight? Ow. Okay, come here. Come here. You want to go on camera? Come here. Don't sneeze at me. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Walk over here. Come on. Oh, girl. There. There's Gracie. I guess she wanted to be on camera because she wouldn't shut up. Maybe she wants a TREAT. Jonesy will be back in a minute. I see one of his cameras in the basement, but he's not there. I guess he's trying to work on the other camera pointed probably out to the harbor, whatever ocean or sea or here, whatever that is over there. Peaceful Des says, hi, Gracie. So does Norma Jean. Okay, did you get a treat now? You full? You're fat. I know that. Yes, you're fat. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Look, you gotta look at the camera. There's the camera. Right there. Say hi, camera. Squishy face? Can you do squishy? Oh, looks like Radio Jonesy has his other camera up and working now. But he's not back at his desk yet. And he's got to put it up there. Hey. Boop, 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 boop. Look, you got to look at the camera. Look, right here. Right here. No, look. Right here's the camera. See, right there. See, it just says Gracie. What if I put a treat up there? Would you look at the camera then? Are you two? No, I'm not co-streaming. Jonesy is. He's on 2 different channels. Hoorah, Tim. Welcome in to the Radio Jonesy show. He is actually talking about the mushroom killer over in Australia. It took her 5 days to get convicted, and she has 30 days to appeal or something like that. And he's getting his second camera ready. And so he hasn't made it back to his desk yet. The names may be on Jonesy's co-streaming on 2 different channels, so they may be on the other channel. He's streaming on Radio Jonesy and Radio Jonesy on tour, I believe. Those are the 2. I'd have to look, but then I'd have to go over here. And I'm trying to get ready for my live, and Jonesy's just distracted. Oh, there he is. Never mind.
It's a long way to walk inside, down the stairs, through the house, down the stairs, to the room. Why it didn't connect, I do not know.
Yeah. Oh, it's connected now.
But this is...
There it is. All right. See you. You take me off.
Thanks, mate.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate your help, Devil Dog.
Not a problem.
Look at that. It's a gloomy winter's day here, and that's the downstairs view. I took Devil Dog off.
No, you didn't. I'm still here. Back. No, take me off. Put me in the basement. In case you need me again.
Okay. Yeah, all right. You're in the bay. Oh, okay. How do you remove from scene? Is that the one?
Yeah. Remove me from scene.
Yep. All right. If I ask you, thanks, mate. Appreciate you. So Devil Dog just said he's gonna be in the basement listening, and if I need help, he'll come back and talk, not come on screen because he's busy doing stuff, getting ready for his live. There's the actual view, and let me come back and welcome people in. Here is, I'll work myself back up. Good morning. There we go. Good morning to the wonderful Tuesdays with Joy, and who else have we got? Then we've got Shawnee Gray Devil Dog. He's a great help. Check out his next live. He'll be live in, what time have we got now? In about 1.5 hours from now, wherever you're listening around the world. Tim Mitchell, good to see you, buddy. And he's another fabulous supporter of the network. I'm just going to keep saying the network. And yeah, cloudy day. We've got rain this morning, clearing in about 6 hours. So I've got firewood to get off the side of the mountain at my place. So I'm going to be going back up the hill. Okay, so I've worked my way down, up. I'm going back up. Let me just keep going back up. It's Mrs. D. Oh, God. Pascal Pokris. I hope I said that right. And hello. Yes, I'm streaming on two of my channels, Radio Jonesy on Tour and Radio Jonesy is the second channel. And that's sort of just bringing it, it's doing two things. I'm testing out EV Marks, and I'm also let me just scroll back up. If I've missed anyone in the chat, please start. I'm going to scroll right back there at the bottom because I've had a bit of a problem. Norma Jean comes in and says, I love the view no matter what time of the year it is. It is a nice view. This is from downstairs. Upstairs, see the trees there opposite. If you see the trees on the left, when it comes down, that's the beach down at the bottom there where it connects. Yeah. And then if you go around, there's the brick wall that is the support for the waves breakers for the port that's there. And Shawnee's come in with a fabulous comment. Let me change channels there. And Tuesday with Joy saying hi to Des and Peaceful Des. Yeah, so I'll just leave that there for a sec. Maybe my systems are going slow today. Maybe doing two streams might not be the best idea. I'm not too sure, but I'm giving it a crack. So I'm just going down to the bottom of, Radio Jonesy on Tour is where Tuesdays with Joy is. Tim Mitchell, Peaceful Dares, and Wichita Mountain Living. That's a good comment. Let me Mike over there said his dog heard the word treat and he had to get up. Oh man, that's way up here somewhere. Yeah, but hey, oh, there we go. There's this is the man himself who educated me to use EV Mux. That is Ralph over there at Webb's Web. Good to see you, mate. And yeah, still trying to find. Man, I'm getting lost. Let's just concentrate. But yeah, it's been. I'll tell you what, it's a lovely view to wake up to. It's good to watch storms. Look at the wires from down. You don't really realise the wires above us from downstairs. So the big bunch of wires crossing the road there, that's the power. And the one going to the pole across the road, that's the power to the other person's house across the road. Yeah. Anyway, it's funny the people I work with actually work on that sort of stuff. But let me play with the pictures now. Let's have a look at this. Oof. Hey. Not too sure about that. Let me try this one. Oh, go that one. No, it didn't work for me. Okay. Trying to make. Try that one. That goes to there. And it'll be the same as that. And that one goes to Even Stevens. Now, there we go. That's small and I'm big. Now, how do I swap them around? Click that. No. Click that back. No. Not that. So, yeah, I'm just playing with EV Max. I'm sure I had this nailed last week. Let me go to Pro Scenes. Add a scene. Okay. Let me see. I'm just going to call it number 1. Yeah, my system is a bit dodgy. I've been saying for years I'm going to fix this system. Put out hard wires out here, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here. It's working, and I am here. Let's go. We'll do an empty scene. Create. Fabulous idea. The one thing with glass and cameras and lighting, you'll find. Geez, that's gone a bit wonky, has it? Is that me? No, it's me. Looks good on the YouTube side. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, when you like see the glass window behind me here with the tree in the background over here. The closer you get to the window, the autofocus is concentrating on you and not what's outside. So you got to play with your cameras. So it does get a bit tricky, or you can be silhouetted in black. You'll be dark. Maybe you can get some lighting. Maybe that might work for you. But yeah, it's interesting. You just got to play with the cameras. That's all I'm saying. So, and it is fun to actually watch what's going on outdoors, because everyone sees your everyone sees you in the studio or in your room or wherever you are, and that is a different aspect, isn't it? Like, I'm used to seeing it up higher, but that's from downstairs. I'm going to wait to 800 subs before I do my first live stream, as I am in the 600s now, so I have time to prepare mentally. Yes, I hear you. Let me tell you, growing subs with a subject. So if you're sticking to your gardening and your homesteading, growing subs is that's the hardest way, but the best way. When you do things like on Radio Jonesy on tour, where I've gone from like shorts. I was doing dad jokes, and let me tell you, I nearly got 2,000 subscribers doing dad jokes. And how stupid is that? And how crazy is that? Did they come and see? Did they come and see what was going on? No, they didn't. But it is. It is. See, and Janae is downstairs with the camera off because I can hear everything that goes on when you use EVMux. Yeah, but yeah. Well, as going live and stuff, you can grow an audience going live, and people will come back to your lives, which is fabulous. But it is. Hey, Grey Wolf, good to see you, mate. Yeah, just sing it when you're ready, Janae. Yeah, I can hear you. All right, I'll add you to the scene. Let's see what happens here. And we've got. Oh, welcome in, Janae. Good to see you. That's Tuesdays with Joy.
Good to see you, Jonesy. Hey, everybody. I just popping in here. I'm on my phone doing this.
Yeah, welcome in. I'm testing EVMux. It's a bit different, and I'm trying to work out how to get this to the big screen and us in there as well. So if I click that, there'll be three of us. All right. Then if I click that, that moves us around. Okay.
How do I put
Move
it?
you over to here. We're getting there.
EVMux. Here we are.
Yeah.
Trying this. What do you think?
Yes, EVMux. We'll leave it at that shot for a while. But yeah, it's and as well, obviously, I'm wanting to do a regular live at a certain time. You know, some people suggest this isn't the time to do it, but hey, it's early in the morning. It is early evening in the US, and other people could be live, but it is the way it is. And what's for breakfast? Says Shawnee Grace.
I'm going to have some nice hot chicken noodle soup.
For dinner?
I love soup.
That's the way. I just got a hot cup of tea.
It's soothing. Doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. I just enjoy.
I hear you.
I just
Well, I'm
enjoy
going to scroll. Yeah. I'm 9 minutes behind, it says. So let me just. Oh, man. It's a little bit different for me.
First time I've ever done this EVMux. I mean, say it.
Here it comes. Look. Like Evie, like as in Evie.
EVMux.
That's the best way to say it. Yeah.
I seen Peaceful
Hey, Jeff.
Des on here. She's so sweet. Hey, Des. Everybody.
Yeah, I was like, I was with
Devil
wife
Dog's in
yesterday.
here, on here. Hoorah.
Yes, good on you, chef. Welcome in. That's the Sunday dinner chef. That is our great mate Tom. Welcome in, buddy. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
Tom. What you got cooking on
And
the dinner chef?
he's got a good channel, like from the keto chef to
Mm-hmm.
the Sunday dinner chef. It gives you a good mix of him showing you what he can do. He's not sort of restricted with the keto style of cooking. So he's got the two sort of channels going. So it's pretty groovy, pretty cool, and he's a good guy too. And he
Awesome. I'll
plays the
have to come
drums.
and check your channel out.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's been one of the originals that I've known for years before when I started going live with Devil Dog back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sound like an old man now, but he's Phil Peterson's Farms of Nashville, and it's not Nashville, Tennessee. It's the other Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So good on you, mate. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Good to see y'all. In Tennessee, it's pretty. They have a big sign up on the highway. It says, "Slow down, Memphis."
Slow down,
Everybody.
Memphis.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see that sign.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. On my travels up to 10 Killer, of course, I went through a few states.
Yep.
It was a good, 2.5 day travel
Tell
on the way.
tell me the story about Tenkiller. Give me your view about the fellowship and the different channels, the personalities, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how did it go for you?
Well, uh, overall, we have a pretty wonderful community group of channels, homesteaders, farmsteaders, fishermen, just a good collective. And
Yep.
so we meet. This was my first one to come to for 10 Killer. I was going to Pinecone Fest, but there was a big hurricane. Not one, but two that happened. So there were a few channels that had their relatives in my state, and that some of them could go, some of them could not go. But that's going to happen as well, and that's going to be in Texas. And I know you said you would love to come to the States. Uh,
Yeah.
and what it is it's in a natural setting, and there are, thousands of acres. This one was in Cherokee Landing State Park, which is considered an Indian uh,
Yep.
Cherokee Nation reservation territory.
Yep.
And I love all nature. But this lake is massive, you know,
Yep.
and there are so many kinds of fishing, all kinds of fish, and there's deep diving here as well, where people can actually get in there, and if they love scuba diving, they can do it. You
Right.
bring your campers if you have campers, RVs.
So where's this one?
And you don't have to have a camper to come, of course. There are cabins. So everyone chooses what cabin they would love. If they have their RV, they bring their RV and their trucks. And it's just a time to get and unwind away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, to come into nature to commune. And
Yeah.
I was
You
greeted
know
with
what?
open arms, open arms. I
Yeah.
love all the channels um, that I, uh, to see them in person, To me, it
That's the
was the
thing.
same because I'm very ethereal, I'm very esoteric, and I'm very deep in a spiritual sense.
Yeah.
It just, I enjoyed it much
But
more.
isn't it good if in like today's society
Hmm.
if when you just stop, you get off the treadmill and you just stop and you listen to the wind in the trees or you listen to the ocean crashing or the
Mm-hmm.
waves breaking and you just sit there, relax in your moment because time flies and it flies fast and
Mm-hmm.
you've just got to appreciate the small things in life and if you don't appreciate them small things they're gone and the bigger things in life overtake you and they grab hold of your day-to-day um, living and
Mm-hmm.
you miss it you miss the simple enjoyable things what life is all about and if you don't stop and like the old saying stop and smell the roses well if you don't
Mm-hmm.
stop and appreciate the smaller things life just passes you by and you're on that treadmill to nowhere. But anyway, sorry about that. I
Yeah.
just had to get that off my mind.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's true. What you're saying is absolutely true. And sometimes the best thing to do is just nothing. In
That's it.
fact, Winnie the Pooh, a caricature for
Yeah.
children, or when you grew up, you heard of Winnie the Pooh.
Everyone's heard of Winnie the Pooh and his
Winnie
hand
the
in the
Pooh,
honey
oh
pot.
bother.
That's it.
he says that, and it's actually true because when you're doing nothing, you're actually doing something. But doing nothing is absolutely what you need to be doing sometimes. And having that and those sacred, I call it the sacred space between the spaces, right? So I actually, everyone's different, but I choose to live in the gap. I call it the gap. Some people
Yeah.
call it something else, but when I know Yanni, he's a musician. He's very deep when
Yeah.
he does his writing and when he does his music. He actually does it. He calls it the black. I call it the gap. He calls it he's in the black. And it's this sacred space between the spaces that you're able to dive into deeper and um, create
Yeah.
or
Exactly right.
just to be, or just doing nothing. Because when you're in this space, you're connected with your breath and with who you are.
Yeah.
And who you are is not your title. You know, so what happens if you're the CEO of Fortune 500 company and the next day your stocks crash and you lose it all? What are you then? What happens when you have this job and then all of a sudden the next day the company closes? Who are you? Right. I
That's
mean,
exactly right.
yeah. So, and if you've as you experience life, it's about the experience. And I'll give you a little vision. A few years back, I had went out to my first trip to the West Coast. I did trains, planes,
Yeah.
and automobiles, kind of like the John Candy movie. And I love John Candy and Steve Martin. Love them. They're a hoot.
Yeah.
Um, on this journey, I discovered in each leg of the race, each part of this journey, to get uh, to the destination on the way. There were things that came up, and as you go, you're in the unknown. See, it's like when you're in the water, right? And you go out in the ocean,
Yeah.
your feet are touching as you're walking into the ocean. And you can feel the sand underneath your feet and your toes. And as you go deeper, deeper in, as soon as your feet do not feel the floor of the ocean anymore, that's the that's where you're actually living. That little scary part of the unknown, where you're not
Yeah.
comfortable anymore. That's what living is.
Dun dun dun
That's
dun dun dun
yeah,
dun 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 dun
yeah.
dun.
I mean that
That-
too, because just don't make sure that you're at one And when you're living out of love instead of fear, you can achieve that, right? Because as you're doing things, you might be thinking, "Oh no, I can't do that," or maybe I have physical limitations. Oh no, you know what? I'm not feeling good to do that.
Thanks, Ralph. By the way, yep, I hear you. And it is it's those moments where when you wake up, you have to earn X amount of money to pay the bills, pay the rent, feed the family,
Mm-hmm.
do all that sort of stuff, and you get to a stage in life where you realize if you stop doing certain things and stop spending money in certain ways, those things are cared for anyway, and then you're on that path to enlightenment where you could just go, you know what, I can
Mm-hmm.
I can live my life without being trapped, like the old saying, working for the man. Well, once you and like Radio Jonesy Talk is the channel I like to delve into these sort of topics
Mm-hmm.
where it's the conversation channel. So I've got Radio Jonesy on tour. I'm streaming on Radio Jonesy on tour and on Radio Jonesy, which gets confusing to my regulars, but I'm trying to build the conversation channel, and it is good to put subjects out there and subjects that you feel about topics that you're talking about. And there's so many people that connect with you around the world in different ways, and
Mm-hmm.
um, using YouTube just to express yourself.
Catalyst. Yeah.
Yeah, get yourself out there, and it's good for your health. It's good for your mind, your soul, and it's
Mm-hmm.
also good that you can connect with so many other people. And sometimes people just sit there in their routine, and their
Mm-hmm.
routine is a treadmill. You're that mouse on that treadmill, and you're just going round and round and round in circles, and you're going nowhere. So it's good to it's good just to realize the fact that when you do get off that treadmill, and that could be anything from downsizing your house or moving to a new location to refresh, restart, changing jobs, um, buying a different car, like downsizing your car, or just changing little things in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Then you realize that treadmill's completely different to what you thought, And once you get into the groove of those sort of thoughts, life becomes a lot easier and a lot better
Mm-hmm.
for your mental health as well.
Yeah, mind, body, heart, soul, spirit.
That's about right.
It's a good thing, and you'll have to find that balance. Every individual will be able to find their own balance, and maybe you might do this for a certain time, and don't feel pressured. There are so many channels in the universe, in the actual world, across the world, not just here. I mean, every continent.
Yeah.
Australia, United States of America, Canada. Um,
Well, you got to be who you are where you are, because if you
right,
if you don't, like, there's no point pretending you're an American living in Australia, because that'll get you into trouble. Let me just say that, through
right,
through
right.
gun laws and other things. But you can't. I can't go to America and expect to be an American. I've got to be who I am where I am. So it's sort of these little things that you sort of like.
Feel in your heart, I would say.
Yeah, like my grandfather, I talk about him a lot in my videos.
Mhm.
Little things he spoke to me about over the short time that I really appreciated him, because when you're young, he's just that old fella that you go see, and he's always giving you treats and lollies and chocolates and
Mhm.
scratching you on the head and kicking you in the bum and doing all sorts of things. And then when you become like the teenager, and he starts telling you little stories, like I talk about this one quite regularly about a car, because we're talking about cars, and back then he had a old Holden, which is a solid, sturdy Australian built car,
Mm.
and everyone was getting the newer Fords or the newer cars back in the day, and the Chryslers and the different things were coming out. And he used to. Someone went past in a new car, like someone went past in a fancy car, and he looked at me and I went, "Well, geez, I'm looking at that going, geez, that looks pretty cool." And he said to me, like, this has stuck with me for my whole life. Steve-O, a car is to get you from point A to point B.
Mhm.
It's not, what do you say? It's not a thing of flashy clothes. It's just a vehicle to get you there. Like he said,
Mhm.
I don't know, I've mucked that up, but I've missed a word or two there. But basically, the point was he was telling me that a car is a vehicle to get you from destination to destination, not a bloody piece of bling, or not a not a fancy look at me, look at me, look at me sort of issue. And
Mhm.
over the years, when I've bought vehicles, that's what it. Here's Andy, a good friend of mine, a musician from the Odd Collective. Welcome in,
Mhm.
Andy, and good morning. But yeah, little things like that, it's stuck with me through my whole life's journey. Like he's been longer on my pop, but I keep thinking of these little comments that he's said to me over the
Mhm.
years, especially when I do the conversation. I'll talk about a subject, and it's
Mhm.
like he's like he's whispering in my ear. Like it's like he's telling me, remember when I told you this?
Yeah, and he, he's exactly right. It's
Yeah.
just a vehicle, that gets you to point A to point B, and as long as it has air conditioning, I don't mind.
Well,
I was always joking about that because I talk about, you know, um
if you,
Steven's mom and dad, and Steven, they love their air conditioning as well. When you live in the South, you have to have the AC, and
wow, it's 20.
it's
Yeah,
not a joke about it, but you know,
the
you have
humidity
to have
kills you.
AC in the car.
Yeah, that's like living in North Queensland here. It's
Hmm.
yeah, you can't drive around without your windows down or the air conditioning on because it will just be like sitting in a sauna.
Hmm. And a car it's a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful machine. I love vehicles, and my uncles. I grew up with my uncles with their hands inside motors, pulling engines out, and my mom's brothers and my dad's brothers did this.
Yeah,
And here I am, they called me a little tomboy, but a little tom girl, whatever.
yeah.
I just love this stuff, and I grew up that way. So to me, it's like, it's, I just fascinated. And to this day, I love classic cars. I prefer them than the new cars. I mean, the new cars look pretty, but I really prefer the classics. I'm just an old soul, and
Oh
it's what I
yeah.
love.
There's nothing like it's nothing like going to a car show and seeing cars from the 50s and 60s and
Hmm.
70s and even the 80s. Like and old cars here are very popular in Tasmania. It seems to be like to get a vehicle here on the island, you've got to bring it like from the mainland, and then when it comes here, you register it here, and it's like you go like it's a you have to get off the island. It's an effort, right? You got to put it on a ferry, pay the money, and go across. But it seems to be like people have brought cars here and just kept them here in really mint condition. We see a lot of elderly drivers, like in their late 80s, driving around in these cars from the 60s, and they've had that car since brand new. You know when and it's tidy and it's neat, and some lucky relative is going to get that passed down to them, and you just hope they appreciate what they get. Hey, Dave Knight, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in.
Hmm.
Welcome in from
Hey, Dave.
Canada. Yeah, he's a gardener. He's from the Gardening Connection with Shawnee. So good to see you. And I am 20 minutes behind in the chat, so I apologise if I've missed. Peace Journey, good to see you. Thanks for the support. I'll just run down. There's Tim saying hi to Tom. Tom saying hi to Tim. It's a bit slow on EV Max as well.
Hey, Tim. Hey, everybody.
There's Tom Garvey, the keto
Peace
cook.
Journey. Awesome.
Yep.
Yes, I can barbecue. That's a great name.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I had a
Scotty's
flavorful
in there.
amazing
Hey, Scotty.
iced
Controversial cruising.
chai tea. Yeah, they're pretty cool dudes too. It's like I'm floating, like I'm. It's funny how you start off with Devil Dog and his community of a mash of different people, and then you go,
Hoorah.
yeah, it's hoorah, and like if you see behind me there's his marine flag and the American flag, and that's all sent to me from Gary and Eddie. So
This shit.
it's been a great journey, and then like you bump into people like Sean and Alana at the
Mm-hmm.
cruising community. They've got that great charity, Helping Hands for Cruising, where
Mm-hmm.
they raise funds to put a disadvantaged person onto a cruise ship, and it's a fabulous charity. And they're from Melbourne, which is not far away. So I've
Wonderful.
stumbled
I
into the
love
cruising
that.
community. Yeah, I've stumbled into the
Mm-hmm.
cruising community through them, and yes, I've got a great mix of muso communities.
I love it. I just love this eclectic mix of all different channels. I mean, bring it all. I just love it because that's what makes us. Socrates once said, it is all of humanity. It is a we, you know. And as we're more tolerant as human beings, having that peace, it starts within, you know. That peace starts within. And once you have that within, you don't have to be you don't have to be this or that. Just start within. And as you do this, you'll get
Yeah,
more peace. And then you're able to facilitate and reach out, and that peace will spread across the actual continent, you know.
yeah,
And it allows for that positive energy to come in as you keep your as you keep your energy positive, and you will have good days and bad days, you know, and all that. But what that journey is about, see, it's never against anyone else, it's just you against you, right? And we have a certain time on this earth, so these moments are precious and they're valued, and you just want to reach out and give everyone this. If I can show everyone just a mirror, a reflection of who they are in a positive sense, they can
yeah,
reach in and do it to another soul. So one candle lights another candle will light another candle. That's how I see it. And then we can just light up the entire world. You know, we need you. We want you. Please come to our team. You know, we don't want to leave anyone out or anyone behind. We want as many as we can have. Right, Jonesy.
right. And I'm just 100% behind those comments as well. Yes, I can barbecue. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming it's about the question is why is it called 10 Killer?
Oh, because that's the name of
And
the lake. The lake, the actual lake, is big. I mean, it's massive. It's the actual name of the lake, and it's one word. So I
yeah,
will write it in
but
chat.
I wonder what the story is behind that. Miss Secretary there, Shawnee Grows. Could you please put that in the comment section for me? I Shawnee, I tell you what,
Hmm.
as a moderator, Shawnee Grows is like the best person on the job. Yeah, Miss High Country saying hi. Let me just 22 minutes behind. Geez, I'm Here is Best Blog. Good to see you. Welcome in. And come on, what's going on? Show. Yeah, I get slowed up. I don't know if it's my system or not. Thank you very much. There's Best Blog over there in Thailand. And looks like it's done a bit of a shout out because there's a whole bunch of people coming in as well. So, Best Blog, thank you very much. Good to see you. Here is
Lake
Beans Boy.
Tenkiller is named Tenkiller Fairy Lake. It's named after the Tenkiller family of the Cherokee family because it's in Cherokee Landing State Park. And that land is owned and operated a ferry service. It was built on the Illinois River later on, but it's in actually Okie, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And it has a wonderful.
There's got to be the actual Tenkiller. Just it's got a. It seems to have a dark side to that name. You know, like
yeah.
As an outsider, as me being an outsider Australian, it seems to be, and it's like in the old days. They probably,
I pulled up something here that I didn't know. It says that early day history, more than 130 years ago, the Cherokee Indians came to the area where I went to in Tenkiller to build a nation after their westward trek from Georgia over the Trail of Tears. So there it is right there. Tenkiller Crossing is where the dam is located. It's named for a famous Cherokee family. And that main route across the Illinois River is frontier, during the frontier times. And that is the Trail of Tears. Sure. Mm-hmm. And that a lot of the Native Americans off their land, especially any area in the South, but just this was their land. They were the first real Americans.
Yeah, for sure. It's like it's like the Aboriginals here are supposed to be the oldest race in the world. To be honest,
Aboriginal,
Then
I love that. What's it called? There's a musical instrument that I love. It's called the duduk. Have you heard about it?
The duduk.
The duduk. It sounds funny. Yes, it has this wonderful vibrato. It's called the duduk. Maybe Shawnee can pull that up here while we're up here on and drop it in. The duduk. It's an Aboriginal instrument, musical instrument.
Hey, Scott, welcome in. Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
Okay, yeah. Well, the didgeridoo. You're not talking about that one.
The didgeridoo. That one too. The didgeridoo and the duduk. Yeah, the didgeridoo. That's the name of it. Okay. The didgeridoo.
I've got a video on Radio Janzi on tour. I was in America touring with the band, and we went into Sam Ash Music Store in Dallas. And one of the salesmen there was this young fella with a really strange name. I have to see if I can remember his name. But we were talking, and he says, would you like to play a guitar? Or would you, like they were helping us out, saying, do you want to trial some instruments or whatever? And then he just, out of the blue, he said, oh, I've got a didgeridoo here as well for sale. And I said, oh, that's nice. I said, well, yeah, we don't really do a lot of that, And he says, oh, you want me to show, can I show you how I play it? And we're a bunch of Aussies saying, yeah, mate, get it. And this little skinny little kid out of Sam Ash, music store, he's grabbed a didgeridoo and he's got it.
That's it.
Like a true blue Aboriginal. And yeah, and he's and I said, man, you're so cool. He said, I don't get many opportunities to play it. And he said, "This is pretty good," and it was pretty cool. And yeah, that was at Sam Ash Music Store in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, it's on one of my videos. I got too many videos to name now on
Yeah, that's the
Radio Jonesy
Western
on
name for the traditional Aboriginal Australian wind instrument.
yeah.
There's another name that they use. It's called, I don't know how to say it. Do you know? It's a Yideki. Uh, yeah. The
Check
didgeridoo,
Hideki. Yeah.
didgeridoo, and Yideki. Yeah, that's really Aboriginal, and
Yeah,
it
no,
connects you.
there's been a lot of Aboriginal bands too. Like a friend of mine used to go out into the his name's Glenn. Well, there's Glenn Mead, and then there's Glenn Bitmead,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, Bidmead, Bidmead,
Mm-hmm.
and one of his paid like he's a full time musician and producer and recording artist, and um, and there's a band called Chocolate Starfish, which is a pretty huge band in Australia. And the lead singer of Chocolate Starfish and my mate Glenn Bidmead used to go out to the outback of New South Wales and all over the place. And they were paid by the government to get the Aboriginal youth into playing musical instruments. So their job was just to go out there, and they used to have like corroborees, and they'd all sit around and they'd have traditional dance and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd play guitar for them, and they'd do a few little things, and then in the morning they'd say, in this place over here, we're going to do some guitar lessons or drum lessons or whatever lessons you want to learn. They had all the
Mm-hmm.
instruments. Yeah, and their job was to get the youth of middle of Australia. Like a lot of these kids were growing up with no sort of direction.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now
Awesome.
a lot of Australian Indigenous bands come out of the middle of Australia and had some hits because of signing on with major labels, because major labels wanted to be seen to be doing the right thing by assisting these bands,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a pretty crazy thing to see, especially from the inside. As an
Mm-hmm.
outsider, you'll see, oh, look at this! Just look at this Indigenous band playing, and they got a pretty groovy sound or a different sound, and a lot of their songs were unfortunately, a lot of the hit singles were politically based about their lands being stolen from them, and all that sort of jazz,
More
like that
political
sort of.
stuff, you mean?
And it went
Yeah.
like that. But a lot of people don't hear the story in a song. A lot of people, you know how people hear songs for years and years and years and
Mm-hmm.
don't really know the lyrics, but the song
Yeah.
gets them in, and they hum it and they sing it and they carry on. But if they
Mm-hmm.
know what the song is all about,
Tells
sometimes
the
they might.
story. Yeah.
Oh, it does. It does. And it's down in history. Like
And
once you record
you're
something,
mm-hmm.
yeah, once you record it
It
and you
becomes
put it
part
out,
of it. Yeah.
it's out there for history. It's out there for life. It's been done and dusted.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love
I'm
that.
still running.
So we are creators then. That makes all of us creators, right, Jonesy?
That's it. High Country
And
Homestead. I've made a lot of wonderful, and we email and phone each other. Some YouTube friends have been to visit too. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. And that's in the highlands of Victoria, High Country
mm-hmm.
Homestead.
And
YouTube's a
you
wonderful place.
understand. Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
No, that's just a wonderful place how you can make connections and grow in different ways. Whether it is YouTube or whether it's your life in general. It's a good place to
Mm-hmm.
connect and it gives people access. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have. Like, you got people sitting at home, and they're stuck in their house for whatever reason. It could be a medical condition, or it could be just they just don't get out, and like they can be clicking onto this live just for an example. They can be seeing Tasmania. It's cloudy, gloomy, and a bit grey today, but otherwise,
sunny, and they
when we
can
can
see all of the beautiful everything through your lenses. So I love that part where you can actually, allow them to see through your lens. That's what it's about. We can bring them on the journey, right?
That's it. It's what and like my whole YouTube journey basically was, I'm going to retire in a couple of years. I can get some rainbows. Well, we might see one soon. But if YouTube wants to pay me for ad revenue, if I put content out, I'll do it. And if they like, I don't expect to be a huge channel with getting well paid to do the YouTube. I'm expecting just a small amount of money each month to maybe pay a bill here or there. That's my retirement plan. So and doing radio. I do radio as well for this room I'm sitting in right now. I've taken a year off radio. I've actually given myself a year off doing that work, just to concentrate on the YouTube side of things, which sounds stupid because I'm giving away money that I should be making. But I've picked up work elsewhere. But I'm focusing on Radio Jonesy, that channel, at Radio J Talk, that channel. And
for those of them that just
wanna get
tuning
that
in,
money.
is that the one we're on right now?
I'm streaming on 2 channels. I'm multi-streaming.
You're on 2.
Streaming live on Radio Jonesy on tour and Radio Jonesy Talk. So if you just come in and you're on Radio Jonesy on tour, am I there now? I am there. I got this computer up.
I also shared the live in my community post, so whoever comes, they can join in or and see and add the channels.
Look, M Booglet, it's M. She's just come in and she's put a couple of channels in. She's doing a good moderator's job there, and she's on Radio Jonesy on tour. So, and if you flick over to Radio Jonesy, which maybe I should have named them completely different, but it's the brand I've got. It's on tour. So it's Radio Jonesy on tour. And if you hear the on tour part, that's me traveling around. So that's the videos of being out and about. And I had the vision of, what, a friend of mine wanted to do a political channel and talk politics, and that gave me the view. I didn't really want to go down that road, so I declined his invitation to join him on what he does. Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official. Well, there, welcome in. Saying hi to
Welcome
Des.
in. Yeah,
yes,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yep. But the conversation, like I used to do late night radio, so I'd be on at say 9 at night to 2 in the morning, and 9 at night was still everyone's in the music mode, so you're playing popular songs and everyone's ringing up the station and requesting songs, and then at around 11 o'clock it sort of slows up a bit, so you ask people to ring in if you've got a story. You pick a subject like lost love, or if you've got a story about a pet that you've lost and found again, or just different subjects you'd pick. And
when you're a musician
anyway, long story.
Musicians, They hold
Yeah,
the hours. Yeah,
you
it's
get some
evening
weird
hours.
conversations.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then you got the full moon. The full moon, people say it brings out the crazies. I'm telling you, you do radio, you know it's a fact.
It reminds me of
They
a
come
song.
out from
Do you remember that song, Jonesy? The
every
freaks come out at night. It said the freaks
yeah,
come out
for
at
sure.
night.
I've
It's a
actually
funky
written a
tune.
song. It's simple.
It's a
Yeah.
perfect song.
Yeah, Norma Jean's come in and said the name Tenkiller is believed to have originated from the Cherokee warrior named Tenkiller by the soldiers and pioneers during the Trail of Tears era due to the 10 notches on his bow. So there you go.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, it
I
was
thought
really
I thought it'd
sacred.
have something to do with something else.
Hmm.
Yep.
And that's considered to be uh, that area where in the Cherokee uh, Landing State Park is the Cherokee Nation area. So
Yep. And here's Shawnee's come in with Lake Tenkiller is named after the Tenkiller family, a prominent Cherokee family who owned land and operated the ferry service
mhm.
in the area before the lake was created. Before the
Yeah,
lake was created? Or the park? Are we talking about the park? Or did they didn't dig out and make a lake? The lake was always there, I'm assuming. But anyway, I'm an Australian. Here we go. Shawnee's coming again with the ferry crossing. The ferry crossing known as Tenkiller is the main route across the Illinois River. Well, thank you, Shawnee. See, I told you she's a wealth of knowledge. She's got the typing fingers, and she'll you ask her a question. That is Janae. It sure is. I
yes,
don't know what you were talking
yes,
about.
Des. Hey, Des. Peaceful Des.
Yeah, Tim's saying hi. Henry, it's Tuesday with Joy. Henry
Hey,
must have been asking
Henry.
the question. Let me go back to Shawnee. She's come back again with a wealth of information. When the US Army Corps and engineers built the dam and reservoir in the late 40s, well, it was built, and 50s, they named it after the Tenkiller family in recognition of their historical significance to the area. You left out an A, Shawnee. You got to lift your game, my friend. She's one. She's fair. And me and Shawnee are in a race to the 4,000 watch hours or the 3,000. She's after 3,000 and she's very close. Shawnee Grows. So if you haven't connected with young Miss Shawnee Grows, drop your link in the chat somewhere, Shawnee, because people need to connect with you. You're a wealth of information, a lovely young personality, and you're going to go big places on YouTube. She does her channel very well about grow every day in every way. How you like that one? That's her tagline. Grow every day in every way. Janae is her name. Tuesday with Joy is her channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was your channel originally named, Janae? Joyful Janae?
Joyfield.
Joyful Janae. Now
Mm-hmm.
you've changed it to TV because
Yeah,
that's when you go live.
well as I reflect, I wanted the channel to be inclusive of my grandmother, and I always, when I'm speaking, I always say, "Stay tuned for Tuesdays with Joy." So I I wanted to be inclusive with my grandmother, and her name is Josephine, and so
Nice.
she loved to be called Joy, and
Yeah, right. Yep.
I found a Christmas card of hers, because what I do sometimes is I reflect, and my favorite things are pictures, and I put my pictures in this, like, I'll save like a clear little package thing that you get like for your bed sheets, and I'll throw my pictures in there. It says I'm really sentimental, and I came across my grandmother. Just the energy. When I miss her, what I do
Yeah.
is I she has this favorite perfume. I remember her taking me. She said, "Come here a minute. I want to show you something. I want you to meet my boyfriend." And I said, "Grandma, you don't have a boyfriend." She said, "No, come here." And I was laughing. She said, "Come on to the bathroom." And I said, "Oh." I followed her, and she opened her medicine cabinet. She goes, "Meet Charlie." It was her favorite cheap perfume. And so what I do is when I miss her so much, I keep a bottle or two of Charlie, and I just spray her perfume on my
Oh wow.
wrist.
Yep.
And
Nice.
on those days that you miss Grandma, I just inhale her scent and her smell, and that's how that makes things a lot. Because I'll come across a Christmas card, and of course I'll look at the photos because I'm really sentimental, and I believe that energy doesn't die. It just it shifts. Okay, so uh, when the body fades, your spirit is from the beginning, and your spirit always is. It exists. So I find comfort in doing little things like that. And if you have a loved one that you miss, uh, find that thing that they loved, whether it's a picture or maybe it's their favorite perfume or cologne. Um, get it and tap in and have those moments, because those moments are good for your soul. You never want to suppress feelings. You never want to suppress those things like they don't exist, because when you do that, you're suppressing yourself. And by doing these things, it will extend and it's your existence in mind, body, heart, soul, and spirit, because they are a part of you, you know,
Yeah.
just as we are a part of the collective of the whole. And I just find little sentimental things like that help, me, and it can help you too. So
Yeah.
if you have a grandmother or uh, a grandfather or a mom or dad, um, find a way to tap in and have those moments. And that in my channel, this is what I do, and I try to do it Tuesdays in the morning early, and I don't want to step on, because there's a
Yep.
whole bunch of community YouTubers, and we try to
Yeah.
respect so we don't step on each other's toes. Whoever goes on in this, it's hard to do, but we try to
Yeah.
be as
But let me
respectful
let,
as
let me
possible.
let me just jump in and just say it's going to get to a stage where
Mm-hmm.
whatever time suits you, and if it does somebody else's live at that time, well, sometimes you've just got to grow your audience
Mm-hmm.
with your people, and you can't just keep saying, because if you click the live button on your YouTube feed,
Mm-hmm.
there's people live everywhere, and I know some people have got and this is Mike here. He's just telling Des about the wheelchair. Yep, and good on you, Mike, and thanks for being here. And I appreciate your channel, brother, more than you know. I watch a lot of your videos on the TV, and I do not comment enough because I usually put my phone on charge. You know when you want to get away from everything and you put your phone down, and
Mm-hmm.
I flick on YouTube to see what I can watch, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
watch 50 videos or an hour videos or different things. I do like watching Mike. I love his weight loss journey. I love his pets and the way he respects his dogs. He loves his dogs. They are his family, and he's one cool cat. And when I do go to the States, I'd love to catch up with you and just say hi face to face, Mike, one day. So yeah, sorry, Janae. Back
Yeah.
back to you about
Hey, Mike. Yeah. So whenever you come, let us know, and we'll all try to Yeah.
That would be great. I'm going to try to get to one of the meetups. If I
Mhm.
time the meetup, that way I can go a bit early, see a few people I want to see before a meetup, and then do what I need to do while I'm there, as well as go to a meetup where you'll tick off a lot of people at a meetup. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, Mike says,
it will be.
"Glad you enjoy. Just let me know."
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, let me roll down. Since I stopped scrolling, I'm 18 minutes behind. So there's Shawnee sharing a video of Dallas. Good on you, Shawnee. Is that the didgeridoo one? You're the best.
The didgeridoo,
Yeah,
the
that's
Aboriginal
the
instrument.
yeah. I
If
was
you've
at I
never
was at
heard it, you would love the sound. So if anyone's never heard the didgeridoo, go ahead and check it out.
yeah, definitely. And you know what? You can play a didgeridoo with a piece of PVC. Excuse me, a piece of
It has a
PVC
great,
piping.
yeah, it has a great vibrato in it.
Yeah, well,
I
the
don't
whole
know what
idea of
it's
playing
made of. Do you know what? Is it wood? Is it
it's
actually?
hollow timber. Yeah, hollow. The Aboriginals find bark like trees that are hollowed out, a branch,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to get them about so round, and then they'll rub sticks inside it to sort of thin it out, like you would do if you had a file. And then when they play it, it's their lips that make the noise. It's their lips. You vibrate your lips like
Yeah.
like
I had some with a,
that's
I would call it a woodwind instrument because I play the clarinet and you have to have a
yeah. There's no
reed.
reed. There
Yeah,
is no
yeah, it's a
reed in
reed
it.
instrument. Like my clarinet is a reed instrument, and you have to
Yeah.
wet that reed really good before you even try to blow into that clarinet. Mike says that he used to play the flute.
Good on you, Mike. Yeah, it's music.
Mm,
Music is like
the butt flute.
it's
Oh,
the
I'm sorry, Mike. I just saw that. Oh, goodness. I'll let Jonesy read that.
I'm getting down there. Don't worry, I'll get down there. But yeah, I just made the absolute sound with my lips actually, but it was like we'll get back to the saying about music. Music definitely is in everybody. Doesn't matter what it is, whether you know it or not. You've got some talent there, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna skip a lot of comments. Oh, Shawnee's. Oh, sorry.
The music can be,
There's
the
one.
instrument can be just the voice. I mean, just the voice. The voice
Yeah, for
is the
sure.
first
And
instrument.
yeah, and here's Mike saying, "Glad you enjoy the channel, mate. I enjoy the personality, which is you basically, and what you'd bring. Used to be the dog man. Now it's is it
Ma-
a witch?
Wichita
How do you
Mountain
say that?
Living. Hmm.
Yeah, Wichita Mountain Living, and he's got a beautiful view. And like he bought an old condemned sort of a homestead, done it up his
Hmm.
way, lives doing his own thing. And I love the way you cleared the land too, where you had to you realised when you got your land boundaries marked up, and you realise you're missing out on all this land that was all you didn't think was yours, and you had to get in and clean it and clear it by yourself. Man, you done a great job, brother. I'll take my hat off to you.
Mike says it's Washita. That's how you pronounce it. Washita.
Wichita. Okay. Yeah, mate, I'll send you an email when I'm in your neck of the woods. And the same thing, mate, if you're ever jumping on a plane, hit me up if you ever come this far. It's a long way, let me tell you that. But here we go. This is the comment we're talking about, are we? I used to play the butt flute,
That's how
but,
you read it.
but quit eating beans.
Yeah, that's like beans.
The musical fruit. The more you eat, the better.
The more you eat, the more
Yeah,
you toot.
that's it. That's known worldwide, that
It
comment.
always comes down to a rootin' tootin' good time, doesn't it? And you're farting or pooping and all.
Oh, come on, go on, bring it back.
Yes, we just went there.
Yes.
Hmm. You haven't seen it over in Thursday Night Hangs with Dale and Nana 9 Acres. There was this episode that was a rootin' tootin' good time. The entire Cahoots, which was this little online thing that we do. We answer questions, and it's fun. It's a fun time. And on Thursday evenings, our Thursday night homestead hangs, which is a group of us coming over and do it. The whole subject was was
Yeah.
on the root into and good time. You know, it was a subject about basically farts and
All right, all right.
basically nothing, which made it so funny. I
Yeah.
love it.
Here is Shawnee too. She's put a channel in the comments. So if you haven't connected with Shawnee Grows, please do. Wonderful channel. And let me tell you too, I write down all my numbers of my channels daily. Or maybe if I skip a day, but Radio Jonesy, this channel, Radio Jonesy, the channel,
Hmm.
I was at
Hmm.
709 subscribers. I come home and opened it up and had a look. I
Hmm.
was at 825, so that jumped like over 120. And I went, wow, what happened there?
Yay! That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And then the next day, 825 to
Hmm.
1,000. And I went, something's not right here. What's going on? Someone's shutting me out. And today I'm back to 710. So over 3 days, something went on with YouTube because they moved me from 709 to
Hmm.
827 to 1,010 back to 710. So
Mm.
grown, I've grown one subscriber in 4 days, but I went for a roller coaster ride up to 1,010. Something strange went on there,
I would
and
say
I would have never noticed it unless I write them down every night. But anyway,
you're right.
I
You're keeping
digress.
track of YouTube. That's a good thing. I don't even pay.
Yeah,
What I do is I don't
yeah,
even look at the numbers. I just go out there. Uh, whatever you're doing in your channel, don't feel pressurized. Just
okay.
enjoy. Whatever you do, um, do it
Oh
with
yeah, no,
with that
I,
in
I've,
mind.
I've been on the YouTube education for about a 2 years journey. So, and I know you're supposed to do a channel and focus on the subject in hand and try not to divert. They call it a lane. So,
Hmm.
work your
Is that with
channel down
all
a
the
lane.
channels that you have, or just one of them?
That's why they're different channels. Instead of me putting like
Yeah, I've seen that.
my very first my very first channel was Australian Radio Indie,
Hmm.
and it was a music channel. And I used to put up songs from my friends, songs from bands I went to see, film clips from bands that want to be promoted. It used to be a radio station. The radio station, that was the visual connection. So we used to say on the radio, hey, if you want to see the video, go over to Australian Radio Indie on YouTube and check out the new video we just uploaded. So that was the journey that was on. And on that channel, I've sort of stopped there. I'm around
Hmm.
700 subscribers, and that was up to about 4,000 watch hours. But at the time, I didn't monetize because
Hmm.
I, I was music. The artists were getting their money anyway because it
Hmm.
was out there. And now it's down to 400 watch hours. Like it's it's diving. It's coming backwards slowly, but that's always going to be there, and that's my focus is the music.
Hmm.
So then I started Radio Jonesy on tour, which was my channel where I went, like if I traveled to America, if I traveled to around the mainland, if I was in Melbourne with a band, or if I was in Sydney, Queensland. It was just different things I'd film. It's just so my
Uh-huh.
family and friends see what I'm up to.
Uh-huh.
And I met Devil Dog, and then I decided to make that channel to try to get it monetized. So I grew that in a year and a half or 2 years, and like right now, that channel's got 4,687 subscribers. But
Uh-huh.
that sounds fabulous. But I reckon 2,000 of them watch hours, that 2,000 of them subscribers would, when I started doing shorts, I started doing dad jokes, and my subscriber count just kept going up and up and up and up. And I thought, well,
Uh-huh.
this is handy. I'm getting good numbers here. But the truth of
What's
the
a dead
story is
check? What is
a
that?
dad, no, a dad joke.
Oh, a dead. Oh, okay.
A dad. Yeah,
You're doing
sorry.
comedy. All right.
Yeah, I was doing comedy. I
Oh.
my plan back then. My plan was my shorts will be dad jokes, and
Mm-hmm.
my on tour, my long form videos will be videos. Well, that grew my channel by over 2,000 subscribers. Like I went up
Mm-hmm.
from just under 1,000 to what, like near 3,000. I thought this is great, but the more it grew, and then I put music. Then I got to a stage where I was sort of, I don't know. I was. Let me put some music on my channel here to show people music as well. So I started mixing. So I had videos of me traveling. I had music videos on it. I had dad jokes on shorts. I had just a mash of all sorts of stuff, and it's really confused the analytics. And the analytics is the computer that actually works out what your video is and who they want to share it with. So once the analytics or the computer, which is YouTube, works out what you do and who you do it for, it knows who to feed those videos to. And people will watch if they're good, or they won't if they don't. If the videos aren't good enough, you'll get dumped. But
Do you use the
yeah, so
hashtags in the description?
yeah. No, mate, let me tell you, I am Mr. University on YouTube. I should start a how to grow a YouTube channel, but I really can't because I haven't really grew one enough. But
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? I said to myself, I'm going to start Radio Jonesy, that channel, and that's going to be like my radio station. Let's talk about a subject.
Mm-hmm.
And the subject was retirement, or it was you're getting old, relax, smell the roses, that sort of. I got all these different videos on Radio Jonesy, and that channel started to grow. So, and the watch hours started to grow, and then I thought, you know what, this channel is going to get to the 4,000 if I keep this up.
Mm-hmm.
And one video I did got 23,000 views, which was great for me. It spiked my view count, and it was pretty cool. A long story, but
Can someone
let me
drop
go.
that in chat, that video? Can you drop that so they could see which video you're referring to?
Yeah, Shawnee, that's the. I'm 50. No, I'm 62. And I avoid people. Here's why.
I
So
love
that
that
that was
video. I remember that one. Yeah,
so that I was
that's
I was
spot on.
actually I was responding to someone else's video and talking about this guy's video, which really connected with me. So that was that video. And the goal now is to realize I need to get another video out that's popular to get to the 4,000 mark. So, and that video comes in its 12 monthly cycle in November.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't get my finger out now and get to the 4,000 mark, I'll lose like 1,500 watch hours when that video comes around. So at the moment, I'm on a bit of a push to try to get to 4,000 on this channel, Radio Jonesy. So that is why I'm sort of getting back into the lives. I'm going to do a few random pop-ups. I'm going to talk about different subjects on lives. But I did put a video out last night on this channel. It was about how did I name it? That's the next question. So,
Smithtown, Tasmania Futuristic.
no, that's Radio
Oh,
Jonesy on tour. So when you
Tasmania's
see it,
Hidden Gems.
yeah, no, you're on the wrong channel.
That's
That's
the
my
Radio Jonesy on
traveling.
tour. Okay.
Yeah, so when I'm touring around, I'm showing different sites and subjects and areas, and we've got an election coming up here too next weekend for our local state, Ireland, and YouTube sent me an email saying, at the moment your CPMs have risen to that's views per thousand. Like that was about $35. So usually they're around 10. So it's like tripled. They're basically saying we're making money out of ads. Please put content out, and you'll make money out of ads. So I put out about 3 or 4 videos, which actually works. It's a pretty good system how YouTube are getting good money. Like when there's something happening like Black Friday or Christmas or holiday season or like elections, people pay good money to have ads. So you've got to make the most of that section, and if you keep an eye on your emails, YouTube will tell you, and you put out your content. So they're saying, hurry up, get content out. You got a week to go now, and because if you're a local here and you watch some of my videos, you're flooded with the Greens political party, the Labor political party, the Liberals political ads. Then you get the big companies who are pushing their ads in a certain direction, leading to the vote, which is it's life in general. It doesn't matter where you live. That sort of is part of the nature of everything. I think I've got a 4-minute warning live in his.
Eddie's going live, I believe.
He's going live at 10 o'clock, yeah, and absolutely, it's always good hanging out with the Devil Dog. Let me just run down the list of the things, but that's basically why I'm doing lives again. I don't know if I'm going to do a multi-stream live again. I thought doing the multi-stream will tell people on Radio Jonesy on tour that I have got the second channel, which some people mightn't realize.
How do you do that? Yeah, I would love to have you as a mentor. I'm doing my best with
I've been studying YouTube now for a couple of years. I've been lucky enough to have a few good friends who are full-time YouTubers help me out in the background and show me a few little tricks, what to do and what not to do. So if you look at the network, Radio Jonesy Network, let me just get this out right now while we're here. Towards the end of the live, we've got about 3 minutes before Eddie goes. Radio Jonesy on tour. If you see that on tour, you know I'm traveling. I'm showing you sites and different places where I travel, mainly Tasmania. Could be on the mainland as well, like Queensland or different places I visit. Radio Jonesy, which is at Radio Jonesy Talk. That is the at Radio J Talk. Radio J Talk is the Radio Jonesy channel. That is the conversation channel. That is the channel where I like to get subjects talked about and responding comments, and that is on its own journey. That is going good, and I'm sure that's going to eventually get to monetization, which is I'm happy about. I've got another channel called Tasmania Island Life. That channel is all about. That was going to be a vlog channel. I was told to vlog my life on Tasmania Island Life. I tried that for a while. It wasn't really gaining. It was very similar to on tour because I was vlogging. Look, I'm going to this place, which I basically filmed a video for the other channel, which didn't make sense. But I've looked at the analytics on Tasmania Island Life, and people love the driving around. So I've changed now. That channel now is basically me in the car traveling about, and people seem to love that stuff. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's Yes, I can't believe it's. I've just got a thing on my thing here. I think EV Mux only lets you go for 2 hours and it cuts you off. So it says your live recording will automatically end in 5 minutes due to your stream limitations on the free plan. So I'm just about to bring it to an end. So Tasmania Island Life, that's about me driving around. The new channel is Outback Tasmania. Check that out if you can. That is me in my outback, which is out the back of my house. So if you want to see me cleaning up my yard, fixing things that are busted, that is my homesteading channel in my backyard. It's called Outback Tasmania. Got a groovy little sticker of a little Tasmanian devil wearing a jacket.
Yeah,
And,
home of the Tasmanian devil. Yeah, y'all check
yeah,
out the channels.
But yeah, we're coming up to 10 o'clock. Devil Dog will be live. This will be. I'd like to thank you, Janae, for popping in. Would you like to any outgoing comments before we end?
It's my honor. I really enjoy spending sacred space between the spaces with you, Jonesy. It's always an honor. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming up. Appreciate you coming up, and they can see you live when.
I do pop-ups, but it's usually Tuesday mornings around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
About 7:30 Eastern. Look for Joyful Janae, and you always get a warm voice and a heartful, thoughtful conversation over there with Joyful Janae. Hey, Shawnee, thanks for all the work you do, and sorry for everyone in chat. Big Mike, love you, brother, and he's going to run too anyway. He's got his annual toenail cutting night tonight. Yeah, good on you, brother. Lovely guy. And Stephen and Jacqueline, everybody else, sorry about missing the comments. I'm terrible at reading comments, as you probably know. Devil Dogs Live. Let's all jump over there and say Radio Jonesy Raid. We're going over to Jonesy lives on the cliff. Good on you, Brett. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Janae, for joining the party. And until we meet again next week, it'll be live at 5 with Radio Jonesy. Thanks for coming in, and bye for now.